Good morning, August 25. I'm standing in a field of corn in Lyon County, Iowa, which is the northern and westernmost county in Iowa. These guys have opened up this field. They've taken 12 rows out and done the burn down test. It looks like it's 68–70% moisture. They're going to start harvesting today. I have in my hand one of the ears, nice size ear, looks like 16 around, maybe 38 or 40 kernels long, good size ear. This farm was planted on time. Since planting, we've had 18 inches of moisture on this farm, which is above normal. So the tonnage is going to be really good. I was talking to the operator just now on the phone. He thinks it's going to run 27 tons an acre, which is nice. This is a field that these guys like to start on. We're a half mile from the yard, so it's a short haul, and they can work out all their problems on the cutter and get ready for the harvest. This field that I'm standing on, for reference, on July 29, we experienced a near 100-mile-an-hour ground wind derecho here, and this stand is excellent. We're in a flood bottom or a flood plain, so the soil is flat and protected. Later this week or early next week, we'll be on a different field that I have a mile south that is more on an elevation rolling country, and there's some corn twisted up there from the big wind. There's some damage, and we'll have to experiment and see how that looks. But down here on the floodplain, it's in very good shape. The stand is excellent. Just for reference, in June of last year, where I'm standing was under 5 or 6 feet of water from the big flood. And the result of that is all of our fields here in the floodplain have had tremendous weed pressure. The flood brought so much weed, there was extra spraying expense, a big effort to control the weeds. So we're quite excited for the chopping season to get rolling here in northwest Iowa. I suspect most of our customers will start Tuesday, tomorrow, and it's go time in Iowa. Hey everybody, this is my friend Chance. And Chance, where are you from?
I'm from Western New York.
Oh, yeah. What brings you out in this country?
Come out to visit today and do a little early vacation before a big corn push out in our area, and wanted to stop and see everyone at Kooima.
Chance is in the cutter repair business, and do you have the cutters come to your shop, or do you go out and service them?
We do 50-50. It all depends on what really needs to be done.
Yep.
So
good. What type? All one brand or multiple brands?
Our area is mainly the Claus line.
Yep.
Definitely Claus is more prevalent than the Deere and Krone. Past few years I've been working with Kooima and Phil and Cole and everyone, and trying to get the name out and give the customers a little different variation of product for their cutters and mixing equipment and all the other products that Kooima offers. And
well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah. What does the corn look like in New York country this year?
This year we actually got a lot of rain early on. It got March and April were warm, then it cooled off. We got a lot of rain. A lot of corn didn't get finished planted till about the end of the first week of July. So we have some areas that have really nice corn, and we have some areas that the corn is very, very short, and the weather affected it tremendously.
Do you think that corn will get mature, or will they start chopping? You know, put 110 days on July, and it gets quite late in the fall.
Right.
Do you think it'll mature?
I think what will happen over time is people are going to get a big push in all the early corn, and then there'll be maybe a 8 to 10 day window of a lull, and they might be able to start back in and then just slowly keep chopping until the end of the year. But I wouldn't be surprised to not be chopping into November this year at least.
That's late season.
Yep.
Yeah. This field we're standing in, just for discussion, is around 100 acres, which in northwest Iowa, there's a lot of 80 acre and 160 acre parcels. What size parcels do your customers chop?
It varies. My northern customers, it's pretty easy to be 50 to 80 range for acreage per field, and the southern customers, I mean, 35-40 acres is pretty big.
That's a lot of moving for a big cutter.
Takes a long day to get a lot of acres done in southern tier, but A lot of nice ground too, so you kind of got to factor that in too. So.
And would that feed be the majority for dairy?
Yeah.
Is there some cattle on feed in your
Not
country?
a lot of cattle on feed. Very small percentage of it.
Okay.
For sure. But definitely more for dairy. Yep.
Good. Just for reference, this field we're standing on, we just did the math. This is 119 days from planting that the harvest is going to start. For reference, that feels about right. Kyle, the operator, says the dry down test is 68 to 70%. And he's estimating 250 bushels plus or minus after dry down. That's a nice crop. Weather looks good this week. I would expect here in Northwest Iowa, the majority of our customers will be running today or tomorrow. That puts us the last week of August. It's the ideal time. We always are on either side of Labor Day a few days, and this feels just right for this year. Plenty of rain, nice stand. This field was just opened up a day or so ago, and let's take a look and see what the corn looks like. This field was planted on April 24, so we're right at 118, 119 days. And this field had a fair percentage of the ears did not pollinate well. So what we're seeing here is an incomplete fill. This will be good tonnage corn, but not high bushel corn. And it's probably a little problem of too calm on the good pollination days, not enough wind. But this is an example of what poor pollination looks like. This stand survived the July 29 derecho well, standing good, nice and straight. Later this week, we'll be in some country where the derecho tangled up the corn quite badly, and we'll see how that looks. The early reports are that corn, the ears look full, they look good. They're just going to be a little more effort to get them into the machine. So thank you.